Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Elvia and for today's video it's all about BoxyCharm. I did receive my February box and I cracked it open just because I was hoping that because of last month I was missing a product. I was kind of curious to see if they're going to send that missing product or if I was going to get something else. So this is a BoxyCharm box opening for both January and February. So to start off with, let's just do February's box. So for the month of February, actually no. Let's do January's, okay? Let's just do January's, just to get it all over with. So we started off the new year with Rock 2018, and in this box you got the It Cosmetics Brow Power, and it's a universal taupe color. I do own this, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, and I actually do enjoy using it. I assume I got the taupe one. Yeah, I do. See? Right here. There's the taupe one. So this is what it looks like. It's a really dark spoolie compared to the dark spoolie. A really thick one compared to the Anastasia. Do you see the size difference? And then it is shorter, and then unlike the Anastasia one, that's a very, very precise and thin pencil. This one's really, really dirty, but it's really, really thick. Like I would say, probably easily 3 times bigger than the Anastasia one. But I do like it. This is one of those really quick brow pencils that I do like to use when I just want to like go. I don't have time for precision. This is a good one in my opinion, so I do like it. I'm not disappointed that I got it, and it saves me from having to get another one. I thought my fingers were dirty, but it's pen marks from trying to get my address out of my BoxyCharm box. Silly me, silly me. So the Brow Power eyebrow pencil is $24 retail value. I personally did not pay for mine. They had it during Ulta's Days of Beauty. I forgot how many days, but the Days of Beauty, that's when I picked mine up for $12. So I'm really glad that I did. I'm glad that I got another one. So the next thing I got is this Galactic Matte Lip Paint. And this is $23. And to open it here, okay, it's like it's a berry color. Excuse my pen marks here, but it's not a terrible color. Let's see. It's very moussey. I don't know if I'll, not a bad color. Not terrible. I should probably just try it on. So let me grab my mirror. I actually do think that the color is pretty. It reminds me of the sheer berry color from Lipton's with the mix of Bella. It's not dry, if I can explain how it feels. It's really moussey. It feels soft on the lips, and as it's like matting down, it is a little bit sticky, but nothing horrible. But yeah, I mean, guess we'll see how it wears for the rest of the video, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it. The next thing that we got was the Crown Glam Metals Pro palette. So it's Crown Pro Glam Metal. And when I saw other YouTubers who got this, I was like, yeah, I don't know if I like this, because This almost reminds me of from the Balm. Just made me think of this. Like the concept, the Rockstar palette from the Balm Jovi. Like, do you remember how this is like the set of colors? The colors are not like the same exactly, but it kind of reminds me of like that same concept of like colors where it's not really me, it's not my aesthetic of makeup, but I mean, I guess it's just about trying the formula and seeing how it works. And I mean, that's all I can say. Am I excited about it? No, not really. Was I excited about this? I got it really cheap at Nordstrom Rack, and I wanted to try it just because I've never tried anything from the Balm before. This was the first thing I bought, and I really didn't like it. So that's that. End of story. And then the next thing that I got was from Pure Cosmetics, the Bronze and Brighten. And this totally, when I saw that we were getting this, I immediately thought of the Too Faced, the trio. What is it? You know what I'm talking about, right? With the highlight, the bronzer, and stuff. And I'm like, this is totally that. But again, all these makeup brands, knock off ideas off each other, so it's not a surprise. Um, but I don't really know how to, what's the word? I personally don't know how to use this because it's so much shimmer. Like, there's so much shimmer, and I mean, I totally get wanting to look like you're coming out of like outer space and stuff. I'm just going to take this brush. So let's start off with this center color. It's called Afterglow. Okay. And that's a pretty shade. There's a lot of fallout. A lot of fallout when I was doing this. There's like all these sparkles, but it is pretty. Maybe it's my fault for the brush. I'm using a really big fluffy brush here, but it's not like I don't know. It's a little bit chunky, but again, I have a lot of texture on my hand that maybe on my face it'll be something different. I'll just take my Smashbox for the next one, and then taking the color Blushing Glow or Mineral Glow. I'm thinking it's Blushing Glow. Okay, taking this one, and then again, the back of my hand. It's like it's weird. Like, I'm not a huge. It's chunky, and it's just. And like, I assume this is supposed to be used as a highlight. Like, do you really need this much like glow in your blush? Like, it's just strange. I'm just gonna flip it and then go into the bronzing, and then when it comes to like bronzer, same thing. It's so chunky and glittery. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that right here? Here's the blush one, and then here's the bronze. I'm not a big fan of this, so I think it's just one of those things I just need to play. Do you see on my brush? I don't know if you can see that, but look at all that fallout on my brush, and I didn't even go that rough on it. So I don't know. I don't know about this one, but again, I personally wouldn't have spent the money for this, and this was a $34 value. I would never spend $34 or even like 50% on this because it's just ridiculous. So that was all that I got on my box. So if you have guessed it, the one thing I did not receive was the Dr. Brandt Pores No More Luminizer Primer, which is a $38 value. Luckily, they sent it to me in my February box. Yay! So this is for all skin types, and it's a luminizer primer, pores no more. I actually don't have a huge problem with pores. I need to sneeze really, really bad. So I am actually excited to use this. Just because I do like trying new primers. I love Smashbox, and I also like the green one is one of my favorites to use. The blemish control, as well as the light one from Smashbox. I used to use this the MAC one and the radiant pink one because that's what they told me to buy at the store, and I don't really use it as much. And then this spackle mattifying one by Laura Geller. If I can get my camera to, yeah, the oil control one. This one's a good one to use. I like to use that during the summer. But I'm always up for trying new primers. So we'll see how this one works. Be using that one soon. But yeah, that was the one item that I was missing from my January box. Now going into the February box, which is the Galaxy Glow box. This one was kind of interesting to watch, and I was really, really excited because I was really, really hoping to get the highlighter palette. I really wasn't wanting to get the Ofra one with the one blush just because I just thought, like, I have blushes, you know, and I've always wanted to get the Anastasia Moonchild palette kit highlighter thing, but I never did though, because I do have already the Kat Von D one. It's so, so beautiful. And I mean, the chances of me using all these colors as wild as they are, I don't know if I wanted to spend, you know, the $40 on the Anastasia one. And I know that they had a promotion on it at Ulta, but I still couldn't bring myself to buy a palette that might just be sitting there because I already have enough palettes that are just sitting there. But anyways, let's start off with the crown brushes. I don't really know a lot about crown brushes. I am just a regular makeup person, junkie, and I always hear, you know, mixed up things on the quality of them and stuff, and this actually feels pretty soft. It's not really compact. I'm trying to find the brush that I have here. This one's from Sonia Kashuk. This is really, really soft. And this one's a little bit more rougher. Fly away here. Let's see, what else can I compare it to? Well, this one's a little bigger, but the Sigma one is more softer than the crown brush one. So we'll see how it performs. And it is white, so I expect for it to get dirty. And these brushes are valued at $29.99, and one is to contour your face, one is to conceal imperfections, and one is to highlight. So I figure this is a concealer one. It is really stiff. Look, a little bristle just fell off. And all I've been doing is this. And then I assume this one is for highlighting, which this one's kind of rough to be a highlight. You know what? I'm going to go in with a highlight pretty soon and try that brush out. Okay, the next thing we got, moving on quickly, is this Cover FX Shimmer Veil. This is a, keep looking over the wrong way, $28 value. It is crease proof. Oh, this is the thing you put on your eyes. It's suitable for all skin types. Actually, you can use this anywhere, but I guess to put it on your eyes on top of your eyeshadow. Let me put some here. It is pretty, but as I'm moving it around, This is something that shears out really, really easily. So if you're going to be using it solo, you might have to pack it on. You see that? Or actually have like a pretty decent amount of product on your eyelid. Yeah, for it to look better. It's not an ugly color. I think it's okay looking. I just, it has a, like brown and purple on it, so I would think, I need to get a towel because my fingers are dirty. So I would assume that you have to be very selective when it comes to the eyeshadow look that you are doing. Sorry. Just because it might not look so pretty then. Sometimes with these matte formulas, not that I hate matte formulas by all means, but sometimes they stick to like the dry skin, and you can see the dry skin on your lips, like right here. It's winter time. I'm in the habit of biting my lips. I try really, really, really hard not to, but sometimes I do, and I do notice that with matte lipsticks, it gets, you know, your dead skin, and then you want to peel it off, but what it is. Anyways, the next thing that I got is a smoky eye pencil by Vintage Cosmetics. It's a $21 value. Holy smokes. And let's put it right next to the lip pencil. Ooh, that's really, really dark. I don't know how well it's gonna hold in the waterline. Is it waterproof? Doesn't say. So, it almost reminds me of the e.l.f. one. I think I have one. I'm pretty sure I have one because I used to use it like crazy all the time. And back I have a brand spanking new one. So here we go. So this is from e.l.f. I'm going to put it right next to it. I think the e.l.f. one is much darker than the one from Vintage Cosmetics. So the one closest to the lip paint here, that came in my BoxyCharm, and then this one over here is from e.l.f. Do you see? Let me see the smudging it. Yeah, you can totally see the color difference now. The one in the BoxyCharm is a little bit more on the charcoal side, and then the e.l.f. one is still black. Is that a bad thing? Not necessarily. It's an eye pencil, but again, it's how it's gonna wear throughout the day that is going to be something of a mystery. I do like the e.l.f. pencil, so if it holds up like the e.l.f. pencil, I'm perfectly fine with that. The next one is from Pure Cosmetics again, and it's the Lips Plumping Lip Exfoliator. What? This is an instant boost of shea butter, raw sugar, and exfoliating beads. It's a 4-in-1 lip scrub pencil that exfoliates, plumps, hydrates, and soothes. Okay. So here it is. I have lip product, so it's not something that I can just throw on my lips. But I am going to go ahead and just put it, well, let me put it on this hand. And I'm just gonna, oh yeah, that's, once you get off the outside layer, you can see the grittiness. I don't think you can see that, but there's a grittiness to it. It like melts like butter on your hand. This is a $17 value, and it feels, yeah, like shea butter. Like, you know, like the tummy one for stretch marks. It has that, you know, when you start trying to like rub it and it's almost like tough until it like melts to a certain temperature. That's how it is. Smells exactly like shea butter. I don't know how I feel about this. The whole plumping thing too was like, it's not burning on my hand, but the feeling on my lips might be different. So who knows? And the most exciting thing that I got, that I was like, yes, it's the holographic palette from Naked Cosmetics. I was so like, yes, I didn't get the Oprah one. I was so happy. And this is what it looks like. There's no mirror. Look how holographic it looks with my light. Like a disco ball. Dun, 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 dun. So, so cool. I'm like ecstatic about this. Um, this is a $39.99 value, and I think this is like awesome. Like just so awesome. So I'm gonna take the brush from Crown. Hopefully it'll stand, and I'm gonna start off with this one up here. And let's go up here. Ooh. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if you can see that. Or how about let me put on all the shades on my hand. So there's the pink one. It's not that, it's pretty. What can I say? Again, I think on my face it'll show up a little bit different than it does here on my skin. And I'm only doing it with the brush. I could also do it with my hand, is because you get a different effect from using a brush versus using your fingers. So the blue one, yeah. And then the yellow one too. It's kind of all over the place. So I'm going to do it with my fingers also to show you. And I have no primer on my arm, but you can get an idea of how the colors look like on my skin tone. And that green one is just really beautiful. The blue one isn't really working both with my finger and on my skin. And then this yellow one. So let's see if you can see it. God, this stinkeroos. Yeah, this is something where you'd really, it'll show on your face, probably a little bit better than it does here with my computer camera. It doesn't really justify it, but they're not bad. This yellow one down here and the blue one I am having issues with. It's just the yellow one's all over the place. The blue one isn't showing enough. The green one, this one's really, really beautiful. I really like it. This color here at the end isn't really showing on my skin so much, but the purple is, and this one is. So if anything, these three here are my favorites. So if I'm holding the palette, the first two and this one are my favorites probably, and these are not really. They're kind of questionable. There is highlights all over my desk because these are blowing up a little bit all over the place, but that's okay. I don't mind. And that is it for my BoxyCharms for January and February. I was kind of wondering, like, you know, if they make all these boxes for these people that subscribe to these, if they really do like send the same products they missed out on last month, or do they just send in the other option with it? Because I was thinking like, oh my god, what if I get both the Ofra one and this? You know, like that would be okay. You know, I don't need the Dr. Branch primer thing. It would be nice, but if they don't, that's fine. So to my surprise that they actually had some to replace, I mean, that's kind of nice. So thank you, BoxyCharm, for replacing my missing products and not missing out on this new one. But thank you so much for watching my BoxyCharm unboxing, and I will see all of you guys soon. And don't forget to subscribe. Bye.